The goal that I've set for myself as a nanny for 23 years is to create independent, responsible children who grow up being able to take complete care of themselves, knowing how to handle any situation that's thrown at them and feeling confident. And that's what I don't see in these kids. They don't have that right now. One of the big things I'm going to tackle in this house is bedtime. Bedtime is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
And the problem is you guys are feeding into it.
When she focused so heavily on our bedtime routine, I was kind of taken back. I enjoy laying with the children.
Right.
I'm probably going too far in it, but I also know that I don't want to give that up.
If you have to lay with your children at night, if you cannot leave Luke alone, then you have insecure children on your hands. Okay? Your children have emotional problems.
To hear that my kids were not emotionally secure was actually kind of a shocker.
Brent was floored. His jaw dropped. He could not believe it.
It surprises me that there's a security issue because I feel like if we lay with them, if we're there for them always, that will give them that security that they need.
Their child only then feels secure when you're there. And when you're not, they don't know what to do. But I want to get that insecurity out the window. However, it's going to be tough. But that's what I'm here for.
Right.
And I'm going to give you the tools that will help you remove that from their lives and make them feel strong.
Brent will not leave the kids awake. It just, when they cry for him or if they're not able to go to sleep, that breaks his heart.
I will speak to you in the morning.
All right.
All right.
Night.
Good night. Thank you, Nanny Deb.
Night.
Night. It's important for me to lay with the children, to cuddle with the children, and that's something that I will promote till my dying day.
After a day of observation, the problems in the Spaulding house are clear. These parents baby their kids too much. So today, I'm giving the family their own set of rules. Today's the day that I present the family rules.
And I thought, she is gonna tear me up.
The nanny book. Rule number 1 for the Spaulding family. Everyone sleeps in their own bed. This family's done a lot of things right, but bedtime in the Spaulding house is out of control. That also means Daddy is not going to go in your bed.
The toughest rule that I personally would have to deal with is everyone sleeps in their own bed.
Rule number 2, encourage independence, which means when you go to a class, you may get dropped off at that class, and Mommy and Daddy will not stay. And then the last one is give Mom a helping hand. Mommy is not a superhero.
How many times will 3 go into 15?
Let's head off to the schoolroom.
She said that she had a surprise for the boys, and they were very excited.
Well, look, I want to show you what I've done to your classroom.
Okay. All right. Look at that.
One of the problems I'd seen was that school was chaotic. So I wanted to make it a little bit more organized. So I made these cubbies for everybody. Everybody has their own cubby with their name on. So when you come in the morning, all your work is going to be arranged in your cubbies for you. The dog has to be kept out of the classroom. And over here, this is what I've done for Mommy. Cleared off a lot of space, and we've made individual folders. Okay. So when they've completed their work, you hand it to the teacher, and she puts it in your folder.
Okay. Okay. That was a brilliant idea. I don't know why we didn't think of that before.
All right. So now you guys can start school, and I want to see how well it goes because it's more organized now. Straight away, Mom and kids get with the program, and everyone proves to be a quick study.
Okay, now let's see if we can follow the rules for the end of our school day.
The boys took their things in and out of cubbies. They sat at their space. They weren't distracted. And I think school went well today.
Spaulding's rock.
It's great to see everyone following my rules. And I really hope this continues when Dad comes home from work.
You want to wrestle?
With Dad home, it's all smiles, except for Seth, who once again feels left out. The boys jump on Dad with excitement when he comes home, and everyone wants to spend time with him. And he tries to spread himself throughout all the boys, but In the meantime, sometimes Seth gets left off to the side, and I think that Dad didn't realize just how much Seth was missing.
Seth has two conditions, actually. He has spina bifida, and he also has a severe heart defect, which makes it really tough for him to be able to run like the other boys or to keep up. And he's had a great attitude for the most part. This last year has been a little bit tougher for him, because he's at an age now where he's more aware. He's more aware of himself. He's more aware of what the kids are doing around him. He's more aware of the sports going on that he has to do differently.
Seth was very despondent. He was kind of withdrawn. He was kind of not responding to the activity that was around him.
Okay. On the count of 3, we're all going to jump off of me and we're all going to go jump on Seth.
Seth has developed his own little defense mechanisms. He'll go and play the computer. He'll play chess on the computer. What's going on, bud? I don't know what triggered that kind of behavior, but it is a fairly common thing with Seth.
What's going on? Has it been a hard day for you? Is there something that happened?
I tried to ask him, why are you feeling this way? What has happened? Are you tired? Are you hurt? What is happening that is causing you not to want to socialize with us?
What's going on?
That would be great. That would be very,
Nothing?
very nice. Thank you.
Well, it seems like there's something going on. You seem to have a sad tone in your voice. No reason for sad tones, huh?
Seeing Seth so upset breaks my heart. And until Mom and Dad begin meeting his needs,
Where are you going?
all the progress the Spauldings have made will mean nothing. Seth is such a strong boy.
You will not be able to do this.
To see him so upset is very troubling.
Whoa! Whoa! Crash! Cool.
So I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with him to get his feelings out in the open. I wanted to have a chat with you anyway. I know you've had operations, right?
I've had dozens of surgeries.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I've had so many surgeries that I don't even know how many.
And look at you. You've turned out to be an awesome kid, right?
Uh-huh.
That was neat that he was willing to openly love her so quickly, and that she won his heart like that.
I want to talk to you about something, and tell me if it's okay if we talk about it. That sometimes Daddy plays really rough with your brothers, and you don't like to join in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like to do with Daddy?
When he's taking me to Taekwondo and stuff, that's mostly the time we have together.
Mm-hmm. So you like spending time with Daddy, right?
To find out that Seth would like to spend time one-on-one with his dad, that melts my heart.
Sometimes I worry a little bit when I see that you go off by yourself. I think, wow, that's really cool he does that because he's very independent. But I also don't want it to be that you get left out.
I need to work doubly hard to make sure that Seth has that time to where he and I can partake in his interests.
Dad's responsibility is to spend time with Seth, doing something that's just Seth and Dad. When I broached the subject of him and Dad having a bike ride together, Seth's face lit up.
Love you, sweets.
I love you too.
I thought we'd go take a bike ride together, just you and me. Okay? Okay. I think Seth can feel a little left out. So being able to find ways to spend time with him, even if it's individually, I think is very important and also something that I need to do more of. You think you could beat me?
Probably.
You really think you can? Get you on here, bud.
Seth has accomplished a lot. He was told he would never walk. He was told he could never ride a bike. So Dad and Seth decided Dad would help Seth progress with his bike riding, and they'd have some bonding time, just Seth and Dad.
Do you think I could catch you? Okay, here you go. I'm coming. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Look
I
at
bet
you
I can
go,
beat
buddy.
you up.
Mr. Seth is feeling the heat as he's racing his bike down the street.
He has overcome every circumstance that has been placed before him. Doctors say he's not going to walk, he's not going to ride bikes, he's not going to be an active child. and then to be able to ride beside him on a bicycle.
So long.
Here we were just enjoying the day, enjoying the sunset. Those moments can really bond a relationship between a father and a son. It's priceless.
We can ride just the two of us.
That's right.
Now that Dad understands the importance of giving Seth individual attention, it's time to work on the Spauldings' biggest problem, bedtime. And with all the babying that goes on, teaching these parents a new way will be anything but easy.
I'm looking for Mark. You must be his housekeeper.